Well, hello, all good people of the world. This is Paul Whittakin returning to you with the Universal Law of Numbers, the 369 code. And I'm going to continue with my 369 code and try and straighten this up so you can see it better. And, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain in part that the way that we learn mathematics, the way it's demonstrated to us, the way that it's presented in school, well, it's all well and good. And this mathematics that I'm doing is the same mathematics. But in one sense, the mathematics, the way that we learn it in school, is a little bit different because it overlooks something that I try and point out, and I do it over and over again. Basically, what I try and point out is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is followed by 10, which is a 1, and followed by 11, which is a 2, and that sequence carries on forever. I also point out that going backwards, it also carries on forever. That these repeating sequences, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, carry on forever, and they actually change directions, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, which carries on forever, and 7, 1, 4, 7, 1, 4 carries on forever, 4, 1, 7, 4, 1, 7 carries on forever. These lines going across, they all carry on forever, but they do something else too. Basically what they do is they carry on forever, getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they carry on forever, becoming larger and larger and larger. And if anyone out there is familiar with fractals, well, that explains what fractals are and why they are, because this is an infinite recurring cycle in all directions, and that's why I refer to it as the universe. And it has repeating sequences, and I'll just quickly kind of show you some of the things going on. 9 plus 9 is 18. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 9 times 9 is 729. 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27. And when I do that, I'm already doing something that people are not familiar with. Because what I'm showing you here is that these numbers, they go in this direction, but they go in this direction as well. And that's something that, for the most part, I think is overlooked, and it's not a small part of it. Because, for instance, if we add 44 and 72, that's going to be 6, and 11, that's 116. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 6 is 8, and that's an 8. And that's the most important thing about that number 116. But we always want to look at it like it's 116. But anyway, just to give you an idea of the symmetry, 1 times 8 is 8, 7 times 8 is 56 is 2, 4 times 8 is 32, 3 and 2 is a 5, and that's the 258 code. If we go 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 1 is 1. Well, that's the 147 code. If we go 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 1 is 1, 741 code, 1 times 8 is 8, 4 times 8 is 32 is 5, 7 times 8 again is 56 is 2, that's the 258 code. 5, 8, 2, 258 code. 7, 1, 4, that's the 174 code. 1, 7, 4, that's the 174 code. 5, 2, 8, that's the 258 code. 2, 5, 8, the 258 code. 1, 4, 7, that's the 147 code. And the 147 code and the 258 code are the 369 code. And I'll help to demonstrate that a little bit more today. These are the codes, 2, 5, and 8. The numbers 1, 4, and 7, and that's the 369 code. If you put 258-714, you get 248-751, and that's the 369 code. Also 181818, which is embedded in here as well. It just goes 181818. Or 181, separated by 2, 8, separated by 2, 1, separated by 2, 8, separated by 2, 1. Okay, so let's look at this 369 code, and I hope to be able to point out more of this kind of thing that's going on. Well, if we add up these numbers in the orange, add up the purple, add up the black, we get these results. 9, 2, 4, 27, 24, and 27, 24. And that's 666. And the 666, well, I think in numerology, people talk about it. Illuminati talk, Freemason talk. And, they can talk whatever they want, but it comes from the universe. And if you like, it gives us the 9112. As you can see, 911 and 911. So maybe that's what they were thinking about when they blew up the towers. Oh, that's right. I forgot. That was Osama bin Laden with the box cutters and the caveman theory. Okay. So basically what we have is we have these codes 258 and 147, but what I'm trying to show is that 258 equals 147 equals 369. So let's see why I say that. 1 and 1 is 2, 4 and 4 is 8, 4 and 1 is 5. That's the 258 code. But if we multiply them, 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 4 is 16, that's a 7, 1 and 6. And 4 times 1 is a 4, that's the 714 code. We'll do it with this one right here. 1 plus 4 is 5, 4 plus 4 is 8, and 1 plus 1 is 2. That's the 258 code. But if we multiply them, it's 1 times 4 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16 is 7, and 1 times 1 is a 1. So that's the 174 code, and that shows you how the 258 code and the 147 code are the same code. But they're the 369 code because 258 is 2 and 5 and 8 is 15, and that's a 6. And 1 and 4 and 7 is 12, and that's a 3. And we know that 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9, and that's how we get the 369 code, because if we add these numbers down in the bottom together, the code 248751, that will equal 27, and 27 is a 9. Now, it gives us the 369 code in another way too, because each one of these numbers has 3 ways of becoming, these pairs of numbers. Each one of these pairs of numbers has a way of becoming a 3, has three ways of becoming a 3, has 3 ways of becoming a 6, and has 3 ways of becoming a 9, and we know that 3 plus 6 equals 9, and that's the 369 code. So here they are here. That's the numbers. 248751. We can look at it. 3, 4 and 8 is a 3, 7 and 5 is a 3, 5 and 1 is a 6, 2 and 4 is a 6, 8 and 7 is 15 is a 6, and 5 and 4 is 9, and 2 and 7 is 9, and 1 and 8 is 9. Okay, so let's see what we have next. Okay, here's another way of finding the 369 code. Well, if we want to look at it like this, we have 1 plus 4, 1 plus 7, 1 plus 1, 5, 8, 2. That's the 258 code. If we want to look at it like 147, well, we can certainly see it here, 147, but we can go 1 times 1, 7 times 1, and 4 times 1 is 147. But if we add them up going down, it's a 3. Add up 7, 4, and 1, that's 12 is a 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. And if we add them up, 3 and 3 is a 6. And we get the 3s and the 6s and the 9s. And that's the 369 code. Let's look at this one. Let's see what I have here. Basically, I'm showing you different ways of getting the 369 code, but it always has to be symmetrical. So that's basically the rule. In red, 1, 2, 3. In red, that's a 6. In red, that's a 3. In red, that's a 6. 3, 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24, and that's a 6. And obviously we got 3, 3, 9, 3, 3, 9. Well, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. That's one way of getting the 369 code. If we want to look at it like this, we can see it like this. 6 of them. 1 and 4 and 7 is 3, and those are 9s. That's the 639, the 369 code. We can look at it like this as well with these 9s. Well, there's 3 rows of 9s. That's a 3. Each one of them has 6 9s in it, and 3 plus 6 is 9. 3, 6, 9. If we want to look at it like this, so orange is 3, 6, and 9. That's symmetrical. Or 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9, or 3, 6, 9. So the 6 can either be 6, 6, or 6. Obviously, these are 3s, 8 and 4 is a 3, 7 and 5 is a 3, 1 and 2 is a 3. So it'll be the same way throughout. 7, 1, 4 is a 3. 7, 1, 4 and 7, 1, 4 is a 6. And actually 1 and 8s are 9s as well. What if we look at it like this? 8 and 5 and 2 is 6. 7 and 4 and 1 is 3. 8 and 2 and 5 is 6. 4 and 7 and 1 is 3. 8 and 8 and 8 is 6. So we're getting 3, 6, 9 because it happens 3 ways. We can look at it in blue. 4 and 7 and 1 is a 12, which is a 3. 1 and 7 and 4 is a 3. 7, 4 and 1 is a 3. 9s. 1, 4, 7, 1, 1, 1. 3s. All right. The reds give us 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. The greens give us 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. The oranges give us 3, 6, 9. If we want to do it like this, 4 and 8 is 12, and 7 is 19, and 5 is 24. That's a 6. 8 and 4 is a 3, and 8 and 1 is a 9. 6, 3, 9. All right. What am I doing here? I don't know. 3, 3. Okay, 3, 3, 9, 3, and 6, and 9. 3, 3, 9, or 3, 6, 9. There's basically probably an infinite ways of doing this, but I just do them, and I'm showing them because I'm demonstrating the 369 code. 2, 5, 8. Okay. What's going on here? I guess I'm just going 1 plus 8 is 9, 7 plus 8 is 6, and 4 plus 8 is 3. 6, 6, 6, 3, 6, 9. And this is the 369 code, and you might recognize it. This is the same thing as this one. Let me see if I can make that come up a little bit. It's not cooperating with me. How do we have it here? Okay. 6, 3, 9. 6, 3, 9. 6, 9, or 6, 1, 2, 3, 9. That's what that was showing. How about here? 9, 6, 3. 9, 9, 9, 9, 3, 6. Six, 3, 9. Six, 3, 9. We add these up, 27, 9, 3, 6. Okay, reds are 3, blues are 3. So 3, 3, 9, 3, 3, 9, 3, 3, 9. And if we add them across, it's 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. What about like this? 6, 9, 9, 9, 3. So 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3, or 6, 9, 3. Three, 6, 9, 6, 9, 9. Well, 7, 8, 4, 2, 1, 5. Now that can be a 3, 6, or a 9. And there's 3 ways of doing it, which each of the sets of numbers. So I guess I'm showing it like that. So 9, 6, 3, 9, 3, 6. And 6, 3, or 9 in the middle, however you want. However you want to join them. Either adding them or subtracting them, it's going to work both ways. So what do we have here? Not really sure at this moment. Doesn't matter though, because it's always there. I'll just do the reds. Okay, so what is that? I don't even know. That's 6. That's 9. What have I done here? This often happens to me. I do these diagrams because I've been thinking of something and it doesn't even come to me right away. But one thing is for sure, we can add these numbers up to get 3, 6, 9. So let's see if we can do it like that. 2 and 1 is a 3, 4 and 2 is a 6, 4 and 5 is a 9. Maybe that's what I was thinking. But it is a symmetrical arrangement, and it really doesn't take many numbers. I believe we can do it with 4, 2, and 1. I believe we can get 3, 6, 9 with 4, 2, and 1. 2 and 1 is a 3. 2 and 6 is 2 and 4 is a 6. And 4 and 4 and 1 is a 9. Here we have another geometrical arrangement. And I guess the same thing. 1, 2, 3 is 3. 7 and 2 is 9. And 4 and 2 of these 1s are a 6. Or 4 and 2 is a 6. Or 5 and 1 is a 6. And we have 5 and 4 is a 9. 7 and 2 is a 9. We don't have 8 and 1. And we have 6s. We have 4 and 2s. Well, 3s. 2 and 1 is a 3. And 7, 4, and 1 is a 3. And 4 and 5 and 3 is a 3. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But I'm going to show you some other ways that we just get the 3, 6, 9 code. And using the same methodology. 3 is 8 and 4, or 7, 4, and 1. 6 is 8 and 7, is 15. And that's a 6, and 9 is 8 and 1. Seven and 1 and 4 is a 3. 4 and 1 and 1 is a 6. And 7 and 1 and 1 is a 9. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to introduce you to this concept. Now, it's not a concept, it's a reality, and that's why I show this, and that's what I've learned from this, and that's the most important thing about this, is that the numbers, that the way we've been taught them, we just read them in one direction and assign them one value, but in reality, they interrelate with each other to give you all the values. 7, 1, and 4 is 3. 8 and 7 is 6, and 8 and 1 is a 9. You see, and that's the whole point of it. 1 and 2 is a 3, 1 and 5 is a 6, and 5, 1, 2, and 1 is a 9. And once we begin to understand that, then the whole world of this universal law of numbers, the whole universe of numbers, it starts to open up, and the whole thing starts to look like a completely different thing than what it was that we learned in school. Okay, 1 and 2 is 3, 7, 4 and 1 is 3, 2 and 4 is 6, 7 and 2 is a 9. And we're getting the 369 code again, because 8 and 4 is 12 is 3, 4 and 2 is 6, and 4 and 4 is 8, and 2 is 10, and 8 is 18, and 1 and 8 is a 9. Eight and 4 is 3, 8 and 7 is 6, 8 and 1 is 9. 7 and 1 and 4 is 3 as well. 4 and 2 is 6, 7 and 1 and 4 is 3, and 7 and 1 and 1 is 9. 4 and 1 and 1 is 6 as well. 7 and 2 is 9, 2 and 1 is 3, and 2 and 4 is 6. And there's other ways we get 369 out of each of these. So I'm basically showing you how this 369 code is always... it's always there. It's always around us. But we have to look at the numbers differently, and we'll begin to see numbers differently. And we'll begin to understand how they actually work, because they work in a totally different way than that limited way that they taught us in school. 7, 4, and 1 is 3. 7 and 4 is 11, and 4 is 5. 11 and 5... Well, let's see. 11 and 4 is 15. 1 and 5 is a 6. How do we get a 9 out of this? 4 and 4 and 1 is a 9. Seven and 1 and 4 is 3. 1 and 8 is a 9. And 7 and 8 is a 6. 5 and 1 and 2. Well, what do we have here? 5 and 1 is a 6. 2 and 1 is a 3. And there's a 9. 7 and 5 is a 3, 5 and 1 is a 6, and there's a 9. What do we got to do here? Okay, there's a 9, there's a 6, 8 and 7. Where do we get the 3? 7 and 5 is a 3, it's 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 8 is 12 is 3, 8 and 7 is 15 is 6, there's a 9. 3, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see, another thing that is important here to point out is we're not paying any attention to the order of the thing, really, are we? And that is the key. Because it's not that things don't have order or direction. They do, and the direction does mean something. But when we look at a geometrical object or a line, it's not going in one direction. A 60, 60, 60 degree triangle, it's 60 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 60 degrees is 180 degrees, and 1 plus 8 is a 9. And that's the key. And that's what goes on here with the geometry because it's the same geometry. And this is describing that geometry. And I think very easily you can see that these are all triangles. And we have 7 and 5 is 3, and 1 and 8 is a 9, and 8 and 7 is a 6. And, you see, these are all triangles. Triangle, 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 triangle. And the reason they are adding up to 3, 6, and 9 is because geometry it's the science of 3, 6, and 9. So a couple more of these triangles, and that should make the point clear after seeing this many of them. 6, 8 and 4 is 3, 1 and 8 is 9. 4 and 1, 7 and 1 is 4 is 3, 1 and 1 and 4 is 6, and 7 and 1 and 1 is 9. Okay, so basically, just to reiterate, what we have going on here is that this 369 code, we're just going to talk about the basic codes, because in reality, the entire thing is codes. And we're going to move into some of those codes, and that requires a little bit of a leap of faith and a greater degree of understanding, and all I can do is kind of show you. But we cover these basic codes over and over, because if we learn how these basic codes are working, the 2, 5, and 8, the 1, 4, and 7, the 1, 8, 1, 8, 1, and 8, then we'll begin to understand that these more elaborate operations that I'm going to be doing, so to speak, will not be simply coincidence, because basically if you look at this thing in any part or as a whole, you will be able to do all of these arithmetic, different operations, and you will come across with these results, and you'll see the results in the code. But in order to see the results, we have to understand that this one next to this one, it's a 1, it's a 1 plus a 1, it's an 11, this is a 41, this is a 14, this is 114, this is 411, this is 514, this is 415. It's all of those things. So, once again, the 258 code is the 147 code, is the 369 code, 248751 is the 369 code. And it goes in all directions, because if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's fine in that direction. But here we're going to go -1, -2, -3, -4. But to get there, you have to pass 0. So 1 minus 3 is it's 0 minus 1, and now we're at -2. So the 147 code is turning into the 258 code. But it also turns into the 258 code because if we multiply 147 against 2, 5, and 8, they're going to turn into each other like that as well. And they're always going to give us the ways of coming up with the 369 code. Now, here's another way of looking at the 369 code. For instance, I'll take the code 147 and I'll multiply it against the code 248751. And when we do that and reduce the number, 147 times the 248751 code is going to give us 636363, and we all know that 6 and 3 is 9. And it doesn't matter if I go 471 times 2, or 714 times 2, or 471, or 741 times 2, it makes no difference at all, because 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 and 7 is 12, and 1 and 2 is a 3. So if we multiply a 3 by a 2, we're going to get a 6. And if we multiply a 3 by a 4, we're going to get 12, and 1 and 2 is a 3. And if we multiply a 3 by an 8, it's going to be 24, and 2 and 4 is 6. So the same thing applies to the 258 code. If we multiply the 258 code against the 248751 code, we're going to get 36, which adds up to 9. If we multiply them, that's 18, which adds up to 9. 3636. So that's the 369 code. And it shows you how the 258 code and the 147 code is the 248751 code is the 369 code. Now we'll do some 999s. No, we won't do some 999s because what I don't want to do is I don't want to fill up your head with too much of this all at once, which I've been doing. So that's another episode of the 369 code. It's the Universal Law of Numbers code, and it is the universe, and it is the law of nature, and it's us. Because we, both all of us, you and I, everyone else, we were conceived and we were one cell. And then we became 2 cells. And then that split and it became 4 cells. And it split and it became 8 cells. And it split and it became 16 cells, and 1 and 6 is 7. It split and it became 32 cells, split 64 cells, split 128 cells, split 256 cells, split 512 cells, split 1,048 cells, split 2,096 cells, split 4,182 cells, and on and on and on. And then it started to decay. And it decayed in half and half, and the cells, they all regenerated or degenerated according to that sequence. And then, just like we came from the universe, we return to the universe. And what happens at that point, I think, if we're honest about it, is anybody's guess. So, we're going to leave it like that today. All good people of the world, let's learn how to think for ourselves and stop following and worshiping the false leaders and the false gods that are leading this planet, universe to destruction. I'm signing out. Peace and happiness to all good people of the world. My name is Paul Whittekind.